بعد 3 سنوات على نجاحه الكبير على المستويين التجاري والنقدي، تستقبل صالات السينما حول العالم أول عودة لأصغر أبطال مارفل حجما أنت مان، ومع النجمين بول راد ومايكل دوغلاس.
وتنطلق أحداث الجزء الثاني بعد سنتين على نهاية فيلم كابتن أمريكا سيفل وور، حيث يجد أنت مان نفسه في مواجهة جديدة تتطلب شراكة من نوع خاص. رافي بغصيان من هوليوود والتفاصيل.
So, Mr. Michael, first of all, congratulations. This movie is so charming. It has amazing action, creative surprises, and of course, forward thinking. After 45 years and more in this amazing field, you have acted in different genres. What pushed you to be part of superhero films?
Thank you so much, Rafi, and thank you. I'm so happy you liked the movie. It makes it much easier to do interviews, and I'm excited. Just another choice, something different. I've never done green screen, CGI movies. I was always been a little dismissive about these action pictures, and then I saw how difficult it is to sit there in a chair when there's nothing, and the director is telling you, okay, there's a meteor coming at you. Oh, yeah, now you have to look up here, there's a thing, and there's nothing there. So the acting is much more difficult than I ever anticipated, but it was just a chance to do something different. I love comedy. I've done some pictures that have been funny, but I'm always looking for a chance, and I love the balance of the action in this picture and the comedy, and the fact that Ant-Man and the Wasp had this family relationship going, you know, between Evangeline Lilly, my daughter, and Paul. So why not? You know, that was the original one, and then next thing we know, we're doing a sequel, and people seem to like Ant-Man and the Wasp even more than the first one. So
run. We're still running.
Let's go.
How does your family react when they see you in Ant-Man movie, especially your kids?
My son, the first one, my younger son, he was like 15 at the time. He came out after me, he said, Dad, he said, this was good for your career. This was very good for your career. You should, this is going to be good. You're going to have a whole new fans from this. You should do another one. And he was right. And I must say, it's happened a few times. I'll be talking to somebody and I'll feel somebody pulling on my coat. And look down and it's be a little 5-year-old boy looking, Ant-Man, you know. So it's a whole new generation.
What was it like working with Paul Rudd?
I'm a little jealous, you know. Professor Pym has to sort of carry the plot, the storyline. So most of my script is very. Paul, he gets to improvise and try different things. Which he's very good at it, and sometimes I would try to maintain the serious credibilities, and he would just destroy me with one funny line. He's very talented. He's the loveliest man in the world. I'm so happy for him for all of the success that Ant-Man is bringing him.
Stole your tech.
Why did you choose to do your own stunts?
I love to do my own stunts. I think it's important. I think that physical, especially with a new character in the Marvel universe, having a certain power and a certain style of fighting. I think what I contribute to the character emotionally is just as important as what I contribute to the character physically. So yeah, the stunts and the style of fighting and finding a way of phasing was really, really the fun process. And yeah, it was fun to do. And I remember I'd be doing some stunt training and I'd ask to put the suit on so that we could really see what I can do and go further with certain moves or be restricted with certain other moves. But yeah, it was fun.
How did you prepare yourself for your character?
Well, I always like to stay fit and healthy. All my adult life, that's been a priority for me. And so it really was more just like about turning up the notch a little bit as opposed to setting up a whole new lifestyle. And the reason really why it was important to do that is because I'm not a trained fighter. And also when you're wearing a head-to-toe leather suit that fits you like a glove, the resistance in a punch, the resistance in a kick is incredible. So instead of punching with your normal strength, you need double the strength, if not 3 times the strength, just to move your arm at speed in the costume.
For the people who didn't watch this movie yet, what are the differences between this Ant-Man and the previous one?
Well, I think the biggest difference is we finally get to see Wasp, you know, in her suit, kicking ass and being a fully fledged hero. I think that's exciting. And then also really sort of furthering the story of these characters who are basically family. And I like that thematic about family, whether it's Hank and his daughter Hope or Scott and his daughter Cassie. It really is about, you know, fathers and daughters and family. So there's an intimacy, I think, to the Ant-Man movies that I really like.
You gave her wings and blasters. You didn't have that tech available for me. No, I did.
Getting into an actual superhero shape, what was the biggest challenges? What kind of workout plan and diet did you follow to achieve this incredible, of course, shape and result on the big screen?
Well, the challenge is sticking to it. It's a little easier when you know you're going to be held accountable. But sometimes you just don't want the salmon. and I just, thankfully, I'm the type of person, I can't eat the same thing every day at the same time and not go insane. But it's just discipline and repetition and putting diet and exercise at the forefront, making it the most important thing of the day. And everything else you need to accomplish has to kind of revolve around that and not the reverse.
What was it like working with Michael Douglas on the same project?
Wow, working with Michael Douglas is, it gives everything this air of authenticity and weight. He's such a good actor, and as great of an actor he is, he's equally as great a guy. I love him dearly, and it's just getting to hang out with him and talking about his day, we talk about our families, we talk about world events, we talk about sports. It's the coolest thing ever, and I really just enjoy his company.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back.